Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at three very important events in Pokemon Go. First going to be the Psychic Spectacular event. The second one is going to be the Oranguru and Passimian Research Day. And the last and most important one is going to be Pick Your Path in Pokemon Go's Legendary Hero event. And this is going to be a very interesting one for sure. But let's start off with the first one. We're going to see already a teaser picture. We're going to see already the most important things. But for all of the events, my friend Galax is going to have some very good graphics as well for them, which is going to showcase the event a bit better. What you're going to see here as well is that we're going to have Dynamax debut for the first one here from the 18th till the 22nd of September as well. So next week already, we're going to have this one. We're going to have more Shiny or Morelull, which is going to be very interesting. But not only this, we're also going to have the debut of the Hatenna line, which is going to be definitely an interesting Pokemon, being a Psychic and Fairy type, just like Gardevoir. But also, you're going to be able to get this Pokemon in the wild, you're going to be able to get this Pokemon from 7km and from Quest, and there is a paid research for $2 where you can get this Pokemon as well, plus some incubators. Most likely worth it if you want to have some incubators, so for sure something interesting. Additional candy, an increased catch for like candies for Candy XL there, for successfully catching Pokemon with nice throws or better, and 2 times Stardust for catching Pokemon for an entire event. That is ridiculous. That is a great event, and I definitely need the event because I'm out of Stardust, so that is going to be lovely. Anyway, we're going to take a look at the new Pokemon here. Hatterene is like the last evolution there, which is already on the screen before, going to be a Fairy and Psychic type. Going to have actually an interesting moveset. We're going to have Confusion, Psyshock, as well as Power Whip, and also Dazzling Gleam as an option. Psyshock recently only got added into the code for this Pokemon. Before it was Psybeam, which was a horrible move. Now it's Psyshock, which actually has a lot of potential. And this is the pre-evolution of it, which actually has a way better stats. It's going to go up to 1850 instead of 1500 overall rating, but doesn't have the great coverage of Power Whip on it, which makes a bit of a difference. But as you're going to see here as well, the pre-evolution is going to be a bit better than the evolution, but both of them are quite garbage. And then we're going to take a look at the Master League, where Hatterene is going to be, of course, the only one that's going to be decent from them. But this Pokemon now going to have 0 play. Yeah, like this Pokemon sadly is not going to have any play until it gets a better fast move. Maybe it's going to get a better fast move in the future. I mean, as Psycho Cut, maybe Psycho Cut has a bit of more play than Confusion has. We can take a look at this one as well. This one only has Charm. This one has no Psycho Cut as well. That might have a bit more of a play there. But anything else is very likely not going to work out for this Pokemon. Could be a very aggressive Charm Pokemon, I guess. Maybe this works out for it. It's the best apparently, but again, like this Pokemon, while it's a cool new addition here, it's not going to be any really interesting one. Next on, going to be here the Oranguru and Passimian Research Day coming up, and again we're going to have a great graphics here from Galax, and you're gonna see here already. This is going to be on this in the September 22nd from 2 to 5 p.m. Going to be an interesting one, gonna be a new Shiny that is coming into the game as well with the Passimian. Passimian got nerfed this season. Oranguru though is a Pokemon that you really would like to have for both Great and Ultra League, so definitely make sure to play this event and try to get some Rex, Alkenis on stuff like this for this Pokemon as well. So yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting one there for sure. You're going to have the Pokemon featured at those field research stops, basically, and like Pokeball stops, like the field research tests, are definitely going to be interesting there. And also, you're gonna be able to get in the wild some other monkey Pokemon there as well, which is gonna be interesting, like the Aipom. Actually, Aipom, interesting Pokemon. If you didn't know, Shadow Aipom got a huge buff, having access to Astonish, Swift, and Aerial Ace, making it a very cool Pokemon. So definitely get this one, a very course one there for sure. Of course, it's more of a meme, but still, you're gonna now take a look at the most important one, to be fair. And this one is going to introduce quite some interesting things here. Pick your path to your Pokemon Go Legend Heroes event. This thing is going to be the main reason why I made this video now. Gonna be at the end of this month. Special traits are like creating 50% less Stardust, which is kind of cool, and Coughing is going to be able to evolve in Galar Weezing. Galar Weezing got a huge buff this season with a double buff of Brutal Swing as well as Fairy Wind, making it a very interesting Pokemon. We're also going to have apparently a timed research here where you can choose between Sword and Shield for instance, which is interesting as well. Trainers will be able to access free branching timed research that award items, XP, Stardust, encounters with themed Pokemon that are determined by which path they choose. The path will choose also determine which collection challenge you have and which Pokemon will be attracted to instance for the duration of the event. So you can choose here which one you want for your instance, and honestly, depends on what you really want here. I don't really feel like there's a clear winner at this one. Personally, I would choose the Shield variant of it, just because something like Spritzy would be kind of cool with XL candies, and for the Sword version, like most of the Pokemon kind of got nerfed, and yeah, like honestly, like there's not really a big difference between them anyway, but you can decide for yourself. We have the Shiny Zacian coming in, which looks epic. Like honestly, this Pokemon is lovely, but the most important one here is that Koffing is going to be able to evolve into the Galarian Weezing. And we had Shadow Koffing already available. And so this completely opens up a new possibility for this one there, where you're going to have the option to go for the Shadow variant of this thing. And let's take a look at how good this might actually be here. For the Open Great League and the Open Ultra League, this Pokemon is very good right now. This is the Shadow variant here actually already. We're gonna see that the difference is actually that you're going to be able to win one more battle but have a bit of a less average rating. But it is definitely an interesting Pokemon. I would say, in a lot of cases, the Shadow variant does make sense for this thing. You have no good fast move pressure as well with Fairy Wind, but you have cheap moves to get to with the Brutal Swing, but this is not only it. We also have access to the move Overheat here, which is going to give you a completely different play. This is, by the way, the normal variant, which apparently wins way more matchups with Overheat. Maybe something to take a look at as well in the future. But the Shadow one as well, you're going to have some decent gameplay as well with this one. And I feel like there are going to be a lot of opportunities where the Shadow variant is going to be able to farm them down. And so what I would recommend you to do right now is take a look at your storage and see if you're going to have some Shadow Koffings laying around. You have to get them from like really old days basically, like they're not really around for like ages at this point. But if you have this Pokemon, you definitely kind of want to have this one. But also for even normal Koffings, you can now evolve them into the normal variant of the Weezing, which is also very decent. But for me, I only have 2 Shadow Koffings. One of them has great PvP IVs, but the other one doesn't. But the other one is XXL, which is kind of cool. But I don't think that's currently available in grunts. But for sure, Weezing is going to be a Pokemon that you want. Here we're going to be able to compare it next to each other for the Shadow and the normal variant. And as you're going to see here, Shadow variant with Overheat definitely going to have a bit more play, but you're going to have a bit more wins. And while they are very close to each other, they're going to be matchups where you're going to be better with the Shadow variant. And there's going to be matchups where you're going to be able to just farm down opponents because you're the Shadow variant. Like, for example, Guzzlord. Going to make the matchup way easier against Guzzlord, for example, with the Weezing, where you don't have the play rough as well, just to farm them down because your Fast Move's doing way more damage against them. And so I feel like this Pokemon is going to be a ton of fun and for sure something worth picking up. Here we're going to take a look at the Ultra League as well real quick for the people that are interested in this one, and for sure worth picking up here as well. Like again, it is kind of the same. There are going to be matchups where you're not going to have like a crazy better win rate with it, but there are also going to be matchups where you're going to have some good more win rate with it as well. And as I can see as well right now, my bad Weezing might actually be kind of fine for the Ultra League, so I'm actually kind of happy about this because it has like quite high stats anyway. But yeah, this Pokemon also in the 2 shield scenario, as you're going to see here right now. In the Shadow variant, both of them are going to be better. And we can even take a look at the 2 shield scenario here real quick for that one as well, because I feel like this mostly going to showcase more how the Shadow bonus can apply this a bit better as well. And here again, both of the Pokemon, the Shadow variant has a better average rating. So I feel like Weezing is a no-brainer to get if you have the option to still evolve it. If you don't, still evolve your normal Koffings that you have laying around for this Pokemon, because Galarian Weezing is a top tier Pokemon right now. For sure worth getting, as you're gonna see as well again, in the 2 shield scenario, just an overpowered Pokemon. This is going to be it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.